So 3 days in to the 21 Clear Skin Challenge, how are you both doing? Because you've had, like, the first couple of days they're kind of tricky. The first one especially, because that's obviously you're cutting out sugar and the general junk from your diet, which does make has a huge impact.
Yeah, it really does. I'm finding it a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Because I have a sweet tooth.
Okay.
So in that sense, it's kind of tricky, but I'm determined to see it through.
Good. And so for you, is it like a daily habit that you have something sweet? Like, would it be a chocolate bar or
not
biscuit?
In that sense, but more the sense that I like my tea and I have about 2-3 sugars in it.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure is that as bad? Or?
Well, I mean, it's obviously still is adding sugar to your food. So maybe, just start by weaning yourself off of it. So don't cut it immediately straight away, as I said, obviously in the first video, but just now reduce it by half and then give it a few more days and then only put half a teaspoon in. So that would be really good.
Yeah.
And then think about, kind of maybe mixing it up a little bit. So at the moment I'm drinking my green tea with mint, and you love peppermint tea, don't you? Yeah. So maybe kind of go, okay, well, let's substitute it, and then you kind of get out of that habit of putting your sugar in your tea as well.
Yeah.
Loz, what about you? How are you finding it?
I love the hot water and lemon. I'm a convert. I usually drink coffee in the morning, but
wow,
I'm loving the hot water.
Brilliant. So you're starting off, and then you can still have your coffee later.
Yeah.
It's about moderation. So just don't have 6 coffees in one day.
Yeah. And does it necessarily need to be lemon? Could I add some orange in it?
Yeah, lemon is best. You could try lime as well. Lime would be a good shout. But cool. Okay, so day 3, I thought what would be really good to talk about is kind of talking about skin types. What should you be using? Products out there, and also terminology that a lot of the cosmetic companies use that actually is incorrect, and it really drives me insane when I hear big companies talking about skin types that were basically invented by a very big cosmetic brand back in the 1800s, and they talk about combination skin types. There is no such thing as a combination skin type, just to let you know. A skin type is something you're born with. You can't change it. A skin condition, like the things that we're trying to work to avoid, like outbreaks, oily shine, blackheads, they're things that we can change. So what myths and things do you find confusing when you go out there and buy products?
Some of the long words that they use, and it doesn't really define it.
What kind of words you see on packaging and stuff? Like comedogenic.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay. Yeah. So when you look at something and it says non-comedogenic, it basically means it doesn't block pores. So it doesn't have ingredients in they're going to clog your pores and effectively make your skin condition worse. So for us, we're on that road to clear skin. That's actually quite a good word to look for. You want to make sure that they haven't got lots of oils and ingredients that are going to add to your problem. Any other kind of things that you find confusing? Or
I know this sounds a bit weird, but could you have like a mixed skin type in a sense? Like I get dry skin sometimes, but other times it's very oily. Yeah. And it's hard to kind of define which one I am.
Yeah. So that's kind of why this term combination skin type came about. What we have to do as skin experts is look at the skin and look at what your majority skin type is. So for example, Loz, you could be a dry skin type, so that's what you're born with, but you have an oily shine and you get blackheads or outbreaks. So that they're conditions that we can help. And what we need to look at is how can we get the skin functioning better for itself to get those conditions under control. So that's why the cosmetic companies just thought, you know what, we'll just brand a product and bring out a range that's for combination skin types. But actually that's in the correct term. So you need to be looking for ways to treat your majority skin type. So if you find that you get a lot of dryness, treat the dryness first. And also don't forget you can mix and match products. You don't need to use a cleanser for oily skin all over if you've only got oily skin on your nose or chin. Yeah. Anything else that you kind of come across that you find confusing?
Are there certain foods that can like help oily skin?
Yeah, and we're going to talk a lot about that as we go through. Obviously, the one that we've spoken about on day one is cutting sugar out, because as I said there, it's all about increasing that insulin as well. And ironically, as we'll come to, eating oily fish. So you need good fats in your diet. You know, we hear so much about fats are bad and, you know, saturated fats, but actually we need the fats that ultimately keep us nice and slender and healthy, but also that really feed the skin from within. So things like pumpkin seeds, almonds, walnuts, you know, sardines, which I had for my breakfast, also are amazing for skin health as well. Cool, excellent. Hopefully we've cleared up a few areas and you feel a bit more confident when you're going to look at what products to buy for your skin type.
We just can't wait to finish and see the results of the 21 days.
Yeah,
It's really exciting.
absolutely. Yeah, so don't forget to make your comments, and if you come up with any other questions, then let me know as you go through. Let me know your progress.
Yeah,
Will do,
brilliant.
yeah.